This video is about the game mechanics for World of Tanks, specifically to do with lag and latency and packet loss. There's different network protocols. I'm going to talk about two of them. One of them is called TCP, and the other one is UDP. You can see here it says TCP is a connection-oriented protocol. UDP is a connectionless protocol. There's a difference between the two, and depending on which one you use can affect video games. One of them has to do with reliability, and the other one has to do with performance. So when you use it, it says here the main advantages for UDP are that you can broadcast and it is fast. UDP is fast, but the problem is unreliable. What this means is that it will send a packet, which let's say your 6th sense goes off. The server has decided that you've been detected, you've been spotted, you have 6th sense, so the server is going to send a notification to your client saying that your 6th sense went off. However, if it's sending it by UDP and the packet gets lost, it's faster, but your client doesn't receive it, so you don't know that your 6th sense went off, so you don't know you were spotted, so everybody starts shooting at you and you complain that there's a bug in the game. It's not, it's a problem with the protocol. If you use TCP, it's different. If you use a different protocol, the server will use a reliable networking protocol, which means it will send the packet, but the client will confirm receipt of the packet because the packet will have something such as a serial number. And if it notices that the serial number is missing, let's say packet 1 arrives and packet 2 arrives and packet 3 arrives and then packet 5 arrives, you'll say, well, where's packet 4? Packet 4 might have been the notification that you were spotted, which should have set off your 6th sense. So what the other protocol will do is it will contact the server and it will say, I did not get packet 4. And then the server will send packet 4, and then you'll receive packet 4. It will take time. If you have a 300 millisecond ping time, it'll take 300 milliseconds to send that packet. So then you receive that packet. It'll take 300, okay, it's round trip. So you receive it 300 milliseconds later. It would take longer to receive the packet, but you would receive it. And then your 6 seconds, your 6th sense would go off with the delay equivalent to your packet loss. I'm sorry, to your ping time, presuming you only lose that one packet. So it's obvious that World of Tanks is using UDP because there's packet loss. If you use UDP for something like streaming video, you would have something called a dropped frame. But what they do is they use TCP, they use buffering. Buffering, because they buffer it, during the time that they're buffering, they're checking for packet loss. And because they're checking for that packet loss, you don't notice a slowdown because there's already a built-in delay. So what the game could do is it could include a built-in delay to account for packet loss. I actually saw someone post it in the forum. If you put in a built-in delay, then everyone is playing on more of an equal footage. It's the same thing you do with buffering for streaming video. There are advantages to buffering, which could be added to World of Tanks. The other thing they could do is they could have an option in your settings to use a different protocol to check for packet loss, which would mean that you would receive the notification of being spotted if that packet gets lost. There would just be a delay. So it's not a bug in the software. It's not a bug with the networking protocol. They're just using the networking protocol optimized for speed, and they're not using a networking protocol optimized for reliability. It causes lots of other problems in the game. I play with high packet loss, so I see things like objects on the minimap aren't there. Like you'll see a red dot, but when you go there, there's just no tank, or there'll be a tank there, but then I won't see it on the minimap. So that's an example of what happens when you have packet loss. Or there was an example where there was a tank driving at me and I lined up my gun to shoot at him, but then he appeared behind me and shot me in the rear. They would call that teleporting. It's because of packet loss. My client didn't know what happened to the tank because those packets were lost. It tried to say that it was still in front of me, but really it was a wheeled vehicle and it was driving around and getting behind me. So I hope you have a better understanding now of some of the game mechanics for World of Tanks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.